The parade adjutant now presents the assembled command to the commander of troops.
Attention to orders! Headquarters, Recruitment Regiment! Marine Corps Recruitment Depot! San Diego, California! March out! Commander Sensei! The officer of the death sentence! Captain Fox! The officer of the death squad, rise! Captain Ashford! On your left! Stand, Unit! Colonel! United States Marine Corps! Commander! Commander! Attention! Halt!
At the command officer's center march, all unit commanders and guidon bearers march to the front and center of the formation. Historically, it was at this point that commanding officers would issue orders and instructions to the unit commanders. Following this, the unit leaders would face about, return to their units, and pass the information along to their Marines. Ladies and gentlemen, the battalion commander for 1st Recruit Training Battalion, Lieutenant Colonel Dutch Skodemeyer.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Lieutenant Colonel Dutch Skodemeyer, and on behalf of the Commanding General of Marine Corps Recruit Depot San Diego and the Western Recruiting Region, Brigadier General Bierman, and the Commanding Officer of the Recruit Training Regiment, Colonel Bruni, would like to welcome you to this morning's graduation ceremony for Charlie Company. I'd also like to welcome the Staff Judge Advocate to the Commandant of the Marine Corps, Major General John Ewers, and our educators that are here with us today from recruiting stations Phoenix and Denver. Welcome. And now would you all please join me in welcoming our guest of honor and parade reviewing official, a 1st Battalion alumni, and our former Sergeant Major Matt Siemens, retired. Good morning, Sergeant Major, and welcome. Today marks an important milestone in a Marine Corps journey that began some 13 weeks ago, when the men of Charlie Company stepped on those famous yellow footprints and committed themselves to completing the most difficult recruit training in the world today. Training that required them to master such skills as rifle marksmanship, hand-to-hand combat, water survival, and close order drill. Training that culminated in the 54-hour crucible where they hiked the hills of Camp Pendleton with little food or sleep, performing challenging tests of skill, determination, and leadership. They were educated in our core values of honor, courage, and commitment, learning to live their lives by these values. The final product you see before you today represents everything that is great about our nation and our Corps. This time, it's my privilege to present to you and officially address 319 of America's newest Marines. Outstanding. That's Charlie Company, ladies and gentlemen. Now, what you see before you is a disciplined company of Marines. What those Marines are feeling is pride. A pride because they know they have done something that most people will never attempt, and even fewer people could complete. I'd like to thank all you parents out there for everything you've done to help get them here today. From the morals and values you instilled in them when they were growing up, to the love and support that you provided them while they've been here at recruit training. All of that has been instrumental in helping them achieve their goal of earning the title Marine. Now, when you get your Marine back today, you're going to notice a few differences. First, he's going to seem a little taller, and that's because he's standing up straighter. He's going to be more mature. He's going to be in the best physical shape of his life, and he's going to eat everything on his plate in under 4 minutes. So don't be alarmed or get your hand anywhere near his food. And for you moms out there, I want you to know he does know how to make his bed. And for you dads, you're going to see when he comes marching by in just a few minutes, he's learned how to wear his trousers where they're supposed to be, up around his waist. But seriously, mostly what you're going to see is pride. A pride that comes from knowing he's joined the most elite fighting force the world has ever known. A pride that comes from earning the title Marine. It's a transformation, ladies and gentlemen. A transformation that will last a lifetime. And now I'd like to take a moment and recognize some of those responsible for that transformation. First, where it may have started for each of you, our Marine Corps recruiters. Now, our recruiters are spread across this nation, looking for that special man or woman who may have what it takes to earn the title Marine. They are without a doubt some of the hardest working Marines in our Corps today, and we here at the Recruit Depot greatly appreciate all of their efforts. I'd like to recognize one recruiter in particular, and that's Staff Sergeant Joseph O'Hora of Recruiting Substation Metro South, Littleton, Colorado. Staff Sergeant O'Hora recruited today's company honor man, Lance Corporal Cody Nolte. Well done, Staff Sergeant. I'd also like to recognize those Marines assigned to Weapons and Field Training Battalion. They were the Marines responsible for the marksmanship and field training provided to Charlie Company. Sergeant Hollinger deserves special recognition as he was the primary marksmanship instructor for Charlie Company's high shooter, Private First Class Zarate. Well done, Sergeant Hollinger. I'd now like to turn your attention to those Marines you see standing before you wearing the green campaign covers. These are Marines who need no introduction. They are the legendary Marine Corps drill instructors. And they are at the heart of everything we do here on the Recruit Depot. It is through their hard work, leadership, personal example, and sacrifice that these young men were forged into the Marines you see before you today. Now, in our lifetimes, we meet a lot of people, many of whom we will soon forget. But I can guarantee you this, your Marine will never forget the name, face, or voice of his drill instructor. So when the ceremony is over today, I invite you to come down and meet these fine Marines. The last group I'd like to recognize are really our silent partners here in the drill field. And these are the wives, families, and friends of the officers and drill instructors of Charlie Company and the 1st Battalion. Couldn't make this happen, couldn't accomplish our mission of turning these young men into Marines without your love, support, and understanding. So for everything you do, thank you. And now, if you all please excuse me, I need to make my final remarks to Charlie Company. Marines of Charlie Company, congratulations. You've accomplished every task that was placed in front of you and earned the title Marine. It wasn't easy, but we never said it would be. And with your new title comes a responsibility to live up to our core values of honor, courage, and commitment. Not just today, but forevermore. These are your core values now. So when you leave the depot today, I want you to think about the responsibility you now have to all Marines.